Children, in the last video we have discussed about the mathematical library methods. Today also we will be discussing the same chapter. In that chapter, now I will be providing you some of the programs that we will be solving on the basis of this mathematical library methods. Okay, so what we have to do in this program, see, the program says that write a program which uses a Pythagorean theorem to find the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle. Now in this program you have to find out the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle, and the formula for it is provided that hypotenuse C is equal to square root of a square plus b square. So you can clearly see that whatever is the equation, in that equation you have to see that what kind of mathematical operations we would like to apply, right? Over here the square root is there, and the square root is there, and the power of a is there, and power of b is there. Okay, so that means that square root function and the power function will work, right? So in the last class I have discussed with you about how do you calculate the power for a number. Like suppose if you have to calculate it for a square, you will write down the thing as math.power a comma 2. Like this you will write for the power function. And suppose if you have to calculate the square root of a variable, in that case you need to use the method that is SQRT, right? SQRT of a, if you will write this thing, it will be equivalent to this particular thing over here. Now coming over to the program. In the program, first we have imported the package. This is our package. Then we have declared a class over here, public class, find hypotenuse, and then we have written the main function by writing the statement public static void main string args, right? Then what we need to calculate? We need to calculate the hypotenuse. So that means that first we will take a variable by the name hypotenuse. So now we have taken the value, taken the variable over here. In the next step, because we need to take the value of the first side and the second side, or the two values, that is a and b, we need to declare a scanner class, right? So for that we have written the statement scan equal to new scanner system dot in, and the scan is your object. Scan is the object. Okay. Now after this you need to enter the value for the two sides. See these three are sides, C, A and B. C, A and B are sides. Okay, so over here in this program we are considering A as first side and B as the second side of the right angle triangle. So this is the right angle triangle where C is the hypotenuse and A is this and base is this, right? We need to calculate the value for C. So instead of taking the values as A and B, we have taken the values as first side and second side. Now coming over to the program, we have first initialized the value for the first side variable using the scanner variable, that is scan dot next int. In the similar way we will be doing it for the other one also. In the similar way we will be doing it for the other variable also. Like you will write down int second side is equal to scan dot next int. Okay. Now after this we need to calculate the hypotenuse. Once we have the value for first side and second side, so we will be calculating the hypotenuse, right? So hypotenuse is equal to math.sqrt to find the square root. So we have written math.sqrt, and in the bracket we have applied the other function, that is math.power first side comma 2 plus math.power second side comma 2. Now once you have calculated the value for hypotenuse, the next thing to do is to print the value. So we have written the statement system.out.println and system.out.println, and we have written the length of the hypotenuse is, and after using the concatenation operator over here we have written the variable over here. So whatever value of the hypotenuse we have calculated from here on will be printed over here. So we have done this program using a simple example, that suppose that the number entered by the user for the first side is 3. Over here the entered value is 3 for the first side, and for the second side the value entered was 4. Right. So when you are calculating the square root for square root, and inside that we have written the statement math.pow first side comma. So this will be 3 comma 2, and in this bracket it will be 4 comma 2, right? So what will happen in the next step? What will happen? Math.pow 3 comma 2, this will be equivalent to how much? This will be equal to 9. And what about the other part? This part, in this part 4 square is there, right? So 4 square will be equal to 16 over here. 9 plus 16 will be added 25 over here, and later on you will calculate the square root of it. So square root of 25 is 5.0. Why 5.0? Because I have already told you that the power function will return a value that is in double form. And in case of a variable in double form, the value calculated will be like this, 5.0. Okay, so it is written in the output, length of the hypotenuse is 5.0. So in this way we will be applying the mathematical library methods. Like in this program we have used two mathematical library methods, that is the math.sqrt to calculate the square root of a number, and also we have used that math.pow to calculate the square of the particular number. So that's it in this video. In the next video also I will be discussing with you one more program based on the same concept, but maybe the other functions will be used.